Hello, good morning friends. Today let's see about functional approximation using parabola. In some cases we have already seen functional approximation using straight line in my previous lectures. In some points we cannot find a linear relationship between each other, so that we have to fit them in a second degree equation. In those cases we can use this fitting to a parabola. Fitting parabola, we'll be using the general equation, second degree general equation as f of x equal to a plus bx plus cx square. That is, in order to fix the data, given data into a second degree equation, we need to first find out the values of a, b and c. In order to find the value of a, b and c, we need to have a three equations, and we can find out that three equations using this. That is an plus b sigma x plus c sigma x square is equal to sigma y, first equation. A sigma x plus b sigma x square plus c sigma x cube equal to sigma x by second equation. A sigma x square plus b sigma x cube plus c sigma x raised to 4 equal to sigma x square y gives the third equation. So by solving, so that you will be getting three different equations, three linear equations connecting the variables a, b and c. By solving these three equations, we will be getting the value of a, b and c. And putting that values in this equation, we can form the second degree equation for the given data. Let's see with the example. Here the given data is this. That is, we are having 5 x values as well as 5 y values. 5 different data points are given. First we need to find out the equation. This three equation. For finding out these three equations, we have to calculate sigma x square, sigma y, sigma x square, sigma x cube, sigma xy, and sigma x square y, sigma x raised to 4. So here we are calculating sigma x, that is sum of x points 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, that is sigma x. Sigma x square is taking the square of each x term and finding its sum. 0 square plus 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square. Then next is sigma x cube, that is 0 cube plus 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube. Then sigma x raised to 4, take the 0 raised to 4 plus 1 raised to 4 plus 2 raised to 4 plus 3 raised to 4 plus 4 raised to 4. So we have calculated sigma x square, sigma x cube and sigma x raised to 4 from the given data. Then we need to calculate sigma y, sigma xy and sigma x square y. So calculate sigma y, that is the sum of all y terms, and sigma xy, that is sum of product of x and y, 0 into 1 plus 1 into 1.8 plus 2 into 1.3 plus 3 into 2.5 plus 4 into 6.3. And then we need to calculate sigma x square y. Sigma x square y is take the square of x terms into y. 0 square into 1 plus 1 square into 1.8 plus 2 square into 1.3 plus 3 square into 2.5 plus 4 square into 6.3, so that we will get the value 130.3. Now we have got all the values sigma x, sigma y, etc. We have find out these things. Then we can substitute these values in this equation, so that the equation will become, here the n value, n is number of data points. Here we are having 5 data points. See, 5 data points. So n is 5. So 5a plus sigma x is 10. So 10x plus sigma x square is 30. So 30 c plus c equal to sigma y is 12.9. So it is 12.9. That is, by substituting all the values in each equation, we will be getting these three equations. Then our aim is to find the value of a, b and c. By solving these three equations, by using some equation solving methods, we can find the value of a, b and c. Here we are using Gauss elimination method with pivot value to solve this equation, three equations. I've already discussed about Gauss elimination method with pivot, problem as well as program in my previous videos. So please go through my previous videos for detailed explanation of Gauss elimination method. Here we form a matrix. In Gauss elimination method, we have to form a matrix and we have to solve the matrix using upper triangular. First convert the matrix into upper triangular matrix, then solve it using back substitution. So first I need to form the matrix. Here the matrix is formed like this. The first element of the matrix is n, second element sigma x, then sigma x square, then sigma y. Then again sigma x, second row is sigma x square, sigma x cube, sigma xy. Then the third is sigma x square, sigma x cube, sigma x raised to 4, sigma x square y. That is the coefficient of A first, the coefficient of B, coefficient of C and coefficient of that is constant in the last column value. Then the second row is second equation, sigma x square and sigma xy. Third row is third equation, sigma x square, sigma x cube, sigma x raised to 4 and sigma x square y. The first method is we need to form the upper triangular matrix. To form the upper triangular matrix, we need to do the row transformation. The detailed description you can see in my previous video. So at last we have got the result as A as 1.42 and B as minus 1.07 and C as 0.55. So we can substitute these values in the equation f of x equal to a plus bx plus cx square, that is 1.42 minus 1.07 x plus 0.55 x2. So we have got the equation, second degree equation for the given set of points. Now let's see the program for solving fitting in parabola. Here in this program also we are having two parts. First equation formation and the second one is we can solve this using Gauss elimination method. That is, after forming this matrix we can do the Gauss elimination method program, which is already discussed. Please see that video before coming to this video. So let's start first. See here, first is I need to get the values of n. N is number of data points. Here in our example the n I have taken as 5, that is we have 5 data points. So it will be stored in n, that is C in n. Then next I need to get the x values. For storing the x values I have used an array x array and I have declared the x array as the float array. Here x of 20, it is declared as a float array, and see out enter the y values and taking the y values into y array. Say I am having n x values and n y values. That's why my for loop for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus n x values will be there. Each one will be stored in the array x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, etc. x of n. So x array will be thus 0, x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3 and x of 4. And for getting storing the value of y, I have used another array y array. It also declared as a float array y of 20. And total I am having n y points. So for loop has to be start from 0 to n. I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus c n y of 5. So after executing this, our y array will be like this. Y of 0 will contain 1, y of 1, y of 2, y of 3 and y of 4. Next is I need to form the equation. If I want to form the equation means I need to find sum of x square, sum of y and sum of x. All these values I need to find. For each sum I have declared some values. See, sum x stores the sum of x, sum y stores sum of y, sum x2 stores sum of x square, sum xy stores sum sigma of x into y, sum x3 holds sum of x cubes, sum x4 holds sum of x raised to 4 and sum xy2, that is this is to sum of x square into y. And this array I have used to solve the I used to store the solution. So sum I have to do, first I have to take the first element of the x array plus second element plus third element plus fourth element, then next element. That is what I have to do for each set. So I have to start the sum value, index value 0 to n, that is I am having n data points. So here I am starting a for loop for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Inside the for loop I am finding the sum values. Sum x equal to previous sum x initially its value is 0, so 0 plus x of 0, that is 0 plus 0. Then in the next iteration it will become the 0 plus previous sum, that is 0 plus then this x of 1, that is 1. In the second iteration the 0 plus 1 plus 2. In the third iteration it will be 0 plus 1 plus 2, that is 3, 3 plus 3. In the next iteration it is 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, that is 10. So after the entire iteration sum x will contain the value of all sum of x. Likewise we can see the sum of y is sum y plus y of I. And we need to find the sum x2, that is sum x square, that is sum x square is previous sum x2, that previous variable plus it already initialized the 0. Initially the sum value will be, there is no sum, the sum value will be 0, and each time whenever I am adding each value the sum will be added with the previous sum. And here I need to add the square of x, so x of I into x of I will be added with the previous sum. Here I need to find the value of x into y, sum of x into y. So sum xy plus x of I into y of I. Here I need to find the sum of x cube, that is sum x3 plus xi into xi into xi. Next is I need to find the sum of x raised to 4. So sum x4 plus xi into xi into xi into xi, that is 4 times we need to do the multiplication. The next is sum y x square, that is y of I into x square, x of I into x of I, so that I can find all these variables. After this I need to form the matrix before Gauss elimination, going to Gauss elimination method program. Here the matrix is formed. I am using a matrix AM 3 4, that is I am having totally 3 rows, 1 2 3 rows and 4 columns, 1 2 3 4 columns. So I am using a matrix, two-dimensional matrix array AM of 3 4, 3 rows and 4 columns, and I am initializing the array. First row open curly brace, and this is the first row will be inside a single curly brace. So open curly brace, first element is n, so put n. Second element is sigma x, that is sum x will contain sigma x, and next element is sum x square, so sum x2. Next element is sigma y, that is sum y. So first row completed, curly brace close, comma, curly brace open, the second row. Second row is sigma x square, sigma x cube, sigma xy. So sum x, sum x2, sum x3 and sum xy. So it's also closed, and the third row starts here, sum x2, sum x3, sum x2, sum x3, sum x raised to 4 and sum yx2. Here sum yx2. So that after doing this operation, AM will contain these values. Now I can start the Gauss elimination method. In Gauss elimination method, I am having two parts, triangulation and back substitution. Here I am replacing the value of n as 3. Why? Because in the Gauss elimination program, the value of n I am taking it as to store the number of equations. Here the number of rows or number of equations, we are having 3 equations. So here I am replacing n with 3. And all these, the remaining code is similar to same as the Gauss elimination method. So please see that video for detailed explanation. So this loop will do the triangulation and this loop will do the back substitution. After the end of this loop, this Sn of I, that is solution Sn array will contain the value of A, B and C. Next is after entire iteration ends, I need to print it in this form, f of x equal to a plus bx plus cx square. In order to do that, see in the cout, I need to print f of x equal to, so inverted comma f of x equal to, then I need to print the value of a value will be there in the array Sn of 0 will contain the value of a, so Sn of 0. Then I need to put a plus n, so inverted comma plus, then I have to print the value of b. The value of b will be in Sn of 1. Sn of 1 will contain the value of b, so Sn of 1. Next is I need to print x in your output. So quotes put x. Then I need to print plus. So plus. Then I have to print the value of c. The value of c will be in Sn of 2. So Sn of 2. Then I have to print x square. So inside cost x square. After executing this program, you will be getting the output as this for the given set of inputs. F of x equal to 1.42 plus minus 1.0.7 x plus 0.55 x square. Thank you. Hope you understand.